Ancient people once relied on the idea of building a bridge only to take it apart again, to create the world's only 1,000-year-old bridge that can open the river itself. Before the bridge existed, people could only cross the river by small boats, but the river was wide, and the current swift. Boat travel was slow and extremely dangerous. So ingenious builders gathered dozens of small boats, lined them up side by side between the two banks, and lashed them tightly together with ropes, creating a pontoon bridge. However, the raging current often tore the pontoon bridge apart. To stabilize it, a massive stone pier, about 17 meters long and wide, was built in the middle of the river to shorten the span and improve stability. Yet during the rainy season, floodwaters surged, overwhelming the pontoon bridge once again and cutting off traffic between the banks. At this point, you realized that if floating bridges were unreliable, it would be better to drive a row of stone piers directly into the river and lay solid bluestone slabs across them. This allowed people to cross smoothly, but over time, relentless water erosion scoured away the sediment around the piers, causing them to tilt or even collapse. To build sturdier piers, you first laid a thick level layer of granite blocks along the riverbed in the direction of current, forming a solid foundation. This reinforced the riverbed and prevented sediment loss. Then carefully cut stone blocks were stacked in an interlocking pattern atop the base, completing the piers. Later, you discovered that square piers had a broad upstream face, obstructing water flow and making them vulnerable to collapse. To solve this, you added boat-shaped cutwaters in front of each pier, splitting the current and greatly reducing water impact. Next came the bridge deck. Ordinary stone slabs were too thin, weak in load-bearing capacity, and easily damaged by floods. So you devised a bold solution. From nearby mountains you sourced dozens of massive stone beams, each weighing around 30 tons. These beams were placed horizontally on boats and, during the rainy season when water levels were high, floated into position. Once the water receded, the boats sank away, leaving the massive stones perfectly seated at the piers. This ingenious method is known as the floating transport and positioning technique. Because the stone beams were uneven, you laid another layer of bluestone slabs on top, creating a smooth walking surface. Yet after completion, you realized the bridge deck was too low. Large ships could not pass beneath it. Without hesitation, you dismantled several central piers and retrieved 18 small boats that had been swept away by floods. These boats lined side by side between the remaining piers, covered with wooden planks to form a passageway, and secured with ropes on both sides, creating a simplified floating span. At night, when ships needed to pass, the ropes could be released, boats moved aside to open the channel. During the day, the boats were reassembled for pedestrians. This design ensured uninterrupted land traffic while keeping the river open to navigation. To further protect travelers, railings were added along both sides of the bridge. Pavilions were also built atop each pier, enhancing beauty while providing places for rest and scenic viewing. And thus, congratulations, you have invented Guangxi Bridge. Together with Jiaozhou Bridge, Luoyang Bridge and Lugu Bridge, it is known as one of China's 4 great ancient bridges.